This is REGFNHOWARD, Silent Buddha Medicine. And I was contemplating the other day, and I asked myself this question. It just came to me. Why is it that we accept a white lie so easily, but we hate the dark truth? Because it's a word game. It's epidology and ciphering. From the very beginning, we're taught to let these words build constructs in our minds. They usurp energy, you know? Take the feminist movement. You gotta watch that. Energy is not right. Where is it going? That's how you can tell if it's something mutually beneficial. Something else usurping energy. Catholic Church. The airways with media. Energy. Just drilling everywhere for oil and other resources. And gold and stones. Gems. Land. Controlling the land. All this to put a stranglehold on Earth. So why is it that we accept the white lie, but we hate the dark truth? Why is it that we'll believe that we can go by respect and love, but we hate the truth of it, that we really cannot, that you have to earn those things to have them be real, and that you have to put in order to get back. We've been taken from the earth and taking from sources that are pure sources and not given back. Take the word game again. We hate the dark truth, but we like the white lie. You know, it's the idea of good and evil. It's the concept of God, the idea of good. The reverse, right? If you look at it, it's the picture of the evil, the play on words, the E-veil, Eve's veil, the black Madonna. Everything is built on a lie. So when we get back to things that are usurping energy, and we get back to not willing to look at things the way they really are because they hurt, because we know they'll take work, because they take more analyzation, because things aren't always what they seem. Because if you want a real gem, you don't look where they told you it is all the time. Now, these stones, diamonds and rubies and emeralds, they actually do something. You can look up the ancient rituals and tools. Look up the crown. Look up why they used silver and gold and used some of these sapphires and different stones. And where did they build that upon? Where did they get those occult rituals of symbology, of royalty and status and power, of nobility? Its nobility was copied from Egyptian and Kemet systems and the way that they used to live. A lot of usurping of energy, usurping of culture, taking from a people and a culture and then covering it up so that you could suck the lifeblood out of them, deliberately making them feel like they were less than. Taking the symbols that they had, is it karma that they once had over you, and lording it over them. And it's a pretty good, it's probably a pretty good idea that somebody wiped the memory. Usurping how they take energy, how they've lowered the quality of women, lowered the quality of the melanated women in which these cultures were actually built on, and sucked all the life, blood, all the spiritual energy, usurping it through a dominant male culture. And it's built on a lie. And spiritually, if you look at it, until that's dealt with, until that's right, it's not right, because everything, the foundation is built on a lie. It's not built on the truth. Which is the reason why there's been so much energy spent keeping melanated people and people from Sudan, the nomads there, or gypsies, whatever you want to call them, they wander. Those are the same peoples that once escaped or left Jerusalem. Those are some of the peoples of the lost tribes, is what I'm trying to say, without getting too technical. When we migrated from one place, we ended up in Africa and in different parts of the world. And then we ended up into slavery. That's how come some of us are in Jamaica, some of us are, in America, some of us in Puerto Rico. We're all over the world. In Asia, in India, and in all those places there's traces of our ancient cultures and symbology. And it all leads back to, although the characters and the deities change, it still leads back to the original deity being a triple black goddess, Shati, the black Madonna, goddess Nut or Asar energy. I remember this woman saying, knowing that women had this high status of goddess, or just a high status in society period at one time, value, than they have now, made her feel better about being a woman. And she stuck with the artwork and where the artifacts led her. And that's how she did her timeline. There's a lot of usurping of energy, like the word black. The word black is like the embodiment of all. It's whole. It's pure. And it's because these structures, these hidden forces have lied and built a whole society upon this lie, that they play word games and keep other populaces down in order to ensure that they go their way, things go their way. And it's not just bad for melanated people. It's bad for white people that have been brainwashed into feeling like they're better than other people. That's cheating the entire society. Allowing certain people who are just not going to emotionally put back because they feel like they don't have to because of the way the structure is built. You know, they're not going to give, there's a lot of male energy, you know, which is protective and building, dominant, and it's built on that hierarchy. But not the mother energy, which is giving or sharing or nurturing, you know, or more long-sighted for the future to make sure that things are more cohesive. If everybody had what they needed, there wouldn't be so much struggle. That's the female energy. This male energy that's dominating because it's twisted upon a lie. Not that the male energy is twisted, but this male energy is twisted and built upon a lie. And hence a lot of pedophilia and priests dressed in dresses, kissing the black Madonna and wearing all the ancient headdresses of Kemet in Egypt. And then you get the words again, glamour, grammar, grimoire, and English, and you think of Iconian, which is an English angel language. Iconian. The background for Iconian language is an angle language. And the history behind this bloodline leads to the background of the lost tribes of the Hebrew Israelites and the ancient women. The Oshuas and the ancient healers, the women. The Dogons, the priestesses. There's been a lot of spiritual things going on in the background. You know, the warfare, you took the Renaissance, the Age of Enlightenment, throwing that Black Plague in there. The Age of Enlightenment was a whitewash period. If you ask me, the Black Plague was like something trying to purify or curse, kind of a karma period. That's the most harsh karma period I can think of that comes to the forefront of my mind from ancient times. You have the Templars. You have the Crusades. Aren't there different named crusades? There were so many crusades. They went on so long, killing all the healers, killing all the people who knew the ancient knowledge that would tell that the church was built on a lie. Anyone who refused to believe or worship or indoctrinate themselves to the new books and theologies and symbols and churches and power structure away from the women, giving all power and dominance and voice to men, stripping women of any kind of authority over themselves, and with them, anyone whom they would take care of or would take care of them. So, over a period of time, you have the gatekeeping structure. Some are educated in the ancient arts because the peoples whose mothers were the givers of this ancient knowledge to society are now paupers and unable, well, women are not able to even educate themselves, remember? You better not even flinch wrong. And you can be a whore, a nun, or a wife, or a teacher. 1800s, a nanny, a nurse, 1900s, 20th century, a cop, a soldier, in some places. 21st century, even in the most remote places, women are now working and speaking and unveiling their voices, their needs. We have concerns. We've been glamored. The grimoire has passed their law and said that women must obey. For the longest time, the biggest oppression and oppression has been on women. And the smokescreen is purely on good people of good nature. Anything that has a femme balance to it, anything that would be opposing, anything that would be thinking, searching, challenging, opposing to the structure that's already built. We're in the time of revelations, the age of enlightenment. Notice against the words. Notice again the words. The age of Aquarius, wisdom, the water barrier. Revelations, a time of realizing. It's also realizing that this is built on a lie. Until the truth is unveiled about the evil, about Eve's veil, about the triple black Madonna's placement underneath a hierarchy where she does not belong, because all life source comes from a woman. All desire comes from your want of the woman. And it's not. It shouldn't have been a filthy thing. A flower is a flower. A tree is a tree. A bird is a bird. And a fish is a fish. And if you watch them long enough, hey, and a wolf is a wolf. And they're all beautiful, right? The way they move and sway, the way they live. You can look at each animal and fall in love. It's miraculous. Spontaneous, it's passion, it's fire, it's wild, it's natural, it's pure, and it just is, just like a woman, just like earth and all her different various bounties, unrestrained, that they're sucking the life out of, because they've lied and planted these corrupt seeds within our minds, these constructs with words, boxes, and none of it was real. What do you have if you believe me and you just take all the lies away? You know, have an adventure. If we take away all the constructs in our minds, I'll tell you what we have. We have an adventure. We have a new space to grow and change and birth something pleasurable, uncorrupt, and more natural, more loving and giving back to the earth, back to ourselves, back to our minds and our hearts, something less violent? Can we grow up? Can we love one another? Many of the men don't even know how to talk to women anymore. And many of the women don't know how to talk to men. We have a whole generation of males who've never had an actual girlfriend. Their girlfriend is online. And guess what? Some of them go to church every Sunday. And if this holier than holier construct works, why are the priests abusing nuns and children? Why is the lifeblood being sucked out of the inner cities, where the poor are most in need, the resources being drained the most, when they have the most to give? Unwelcome or pushed out, even of the churches where it's cold. You may have a soup kitchen. The deferment is even lacking now. Thank goodness it's the time of revelation. Thank goodness it's the time for balance, more of a balance, a change. For people to change for us to change our consciousness about, is there such thing as consciousness? For us to change our belief systems and patterns of thinking about one another and about life in general, and putting into action same principles and values and universal laws that negative influences have used against us unknowingly, us unwillingly, outwitted, dim-witted, unenlightened, not in the know. I'm not saying I know anything or everything. I know a little something. I'm telling you this. So next time you say, I was just telling a little white lie, and then you hate accepting the dark truth, remember, it's the cosign. It's not that you haven't been told. It's that you don't want to know. Why is it that we will accept the white lie and we hate the dark truth? Because we don't want to know. Because it hurts.